Hello, I'm Brittany Jackson, and I just wanted to take a moment to share my thoughts about some of the things that have been going on lately in society and in the world, and things that have been on my mind. My heart has been very heavy, as I'm sure a lot of people's hearts have been with these last couple of weeks and months with the pandemic and all the social injustice and social unrest. And I am not a big social media person, but I do like to express myself. I do like to talk, and I like to use my voice to hopefully empower people. So I hope that something that I say will be encouraging and edifying to someone else. I just really want to take this moment to just express my feelings, my concerns, my frustrations about everything that's going on, and just give my opinion. I'm not saying that my opinion is the only opinion or it's the absolute truth. It's just my perspective from my heart that I want to share. If you see me looking to the left, it's because I'm just looking at some notes I took. So I'll take a deep breath. So as I stated, my heart is very heavy, and it has been. I'm 34 years old, for those who don't know. And so, even though I haven't been on this earth for a very long time, I have in various ways experienced racism, prejudice, injustice directly, indirectly. I have come in contact with countless people who have experienced racism because of their color or ethnicity or the way they speak, their accent. It is an ongoing thing. And so I just want to start by just encouraging people to be compassionate and understanding and empathetic, especially those who tend to say things like racism doesn't exist. One thing I really try to do is never lessen someone else's pain, lessen someone else's suffering. If someone tells me that they're hungry or that they're hurting or that they're sad, I usually start my response with, I'm sorry that you're hurting. I'm sorry that you're sad. I'm sorry that you're hungry. And I try to put myself in their shoes. Just because I don't feel hungry, because I don't feel sad, because I don't feel upset, does not mean that they don't feel that way, nor does it give me the right to lessen their suffering or lessen their experience, because that's not what I have experienced. So I just want to encourage people who do make comments like racism doesn't exist, all lives matter. You have to understand how insensitive those statements can sound to someone who is in the midst of suffering. And so one of the best analogies I've been hearing recently about this topic is that when people say all lives matter, the analogy that I've been hearing lately is, think about houses in a neighborhood. All the houses matter, right? But if a house is burning or a particular number of houses are burning, then those houses then take precedent. Those houses then become the urgent matter at hand. It doesn't take away the fact that all the houses in the neighborhood do matter, but if particular houses are being burnt down or currently burning, then the firefighter, their urgency becomes to those houses that are burning. It just makes sense to me. Sometimes I wonder if people intentionally try to be blind, because like I say, once you see, you can't unsee. Once you know, you can't unknow. And I think, unfortunately, people feel blissfully ignorant, and it's easier for them to stay in a place of comfort and complacency and to feel like they don't have to do anything when they act as if something is not happening. And while it may be more comfortable to do that, it is not a compassionate or empathetic stance when we are in a worldwide crisis of racism and social injustice and police brutality and things of that sort. So just something to think about. There's a lot of things I want to say, so I think I'll just end with this point. I played as an extra in the movie The Best of Enemies that came out last year, I believe, in 2019. It was an excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, I would highly encourage you seeing it. The movie is featuring or starring Taraji P. Henson and Sam Rockwell, and it's based on a true story where she is playing Ann Atwater and he is playing C.P. Ellis, who was at the time I think it was based on 1971 in Durham. He was currently the president of the Ku Klux Klan, or KKK. What I want to say about that movie, and I'm sorry if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, he denounces the Ku Klux Klan because after them spending weeks together, working together, trying to come to a resolve about whether to integrate schools or keep them segregated, he could no longer hold the hate, the fear, the racism that he felt because he realized that the Black people, and myself, I was playing as one of the extras, as one of the African Americans, that we were just the same as him. We were human, we bled the same blood, we had the same hurts, pains, fears, anxieties, worries, joys, as he and the folks that represented the white people did. And so I'll close by saying this. I feel that some of the fear and anxiety and avoidance that non-Black communities, particularly whites in America, unfortunately play, is a fear of if they spend too much time with us, people of color, I'm a proud African American woman, that they will realize that we are just like them. And then once you realize someone else's humanity, you have to let go of the fear, you have to let go of the hate, you have to let go of the anxiety, and you have to embrace, because you see yourself when you see your brother or your sister in the mirror. And so, like the movie portrays so well, I think we need more of these conversations, more of these open dialogues, because once you see and spend time with your brother, your sister, no matter what their color, their ethnicity, their background, because we are all children of God. We came from God, and diversity is a beautiful expression of His glory. Once we see that we are all the same, you cannot hold on to racism and hatred. And so I think a lot of people who fear the conversations, fear the interactions, they fear that they will have to let go of that and then embrace their brother and sister, which is each of us. So like I said, I can go on and on. I've had a gamut of emotions. I went from angry to sad to frustrated to depressed to wanting to go pop off to wanting to riot to all types of stuff. And I'm not encouraging the looting and the stealing. I'm not encouraging that. But after a while being poked and prodded as a people for centuries and centuries of this, you get to a place where you get pretty tired. So there's a lot of things I want to say, like I said, but I just wanted to encourage compassion, love, and encouraging these conversations so that we can see that we're all ultimately the same. And I think once you see that, then the love becomes the focus and not the hate. So thank you for listening. These are just my thoughts. Please feel free to share your thoughts, your opinion, and please do so respectfully, because respect is the key, and compassion and empathy and just trying to understand and put ourselves in each other's shoes. Love you all. God bless you. And thank you for listening.